Okay folks, welcome back to The Long Dark, Wintermute, part number 3. We are exactly where we left off. We're in the cave. We came back in here, if you remember, at the end of video number 2. We saw the wolf in the distance. Obviously, we're still going through the tutorial-y bit of the game, so we are kind of still being introduced to things as we go through. So we saw a wolf in the distance. I didn't fancy tackling it because we were kind of coming up to the end of the video, so I thought we'd come back in the cave, save the game, and we'll carry on from where we left off. So let us move forward. And I'm also going to say, you're probably going to find in this video I'm a little bit more lively, and I can talk a bit louder, and the reason for that is it's the evening, not 6:30 in the morning, which is when I have been filming recently, and I'm the only one in. My girlfriend's away. She's away with her parents down south at the moment, so I'm on my own, so I can talk as loud as I like without risk of waking anybody up, so it's pretty awesome. I'm also on cloud 9 because I've just won a little photography competition as well, which is even better. Winning a bit of equipment rather than winning with a photograph, just winning a bit of gear on a Facebook post, which is absolutely cool. So I'm on cloud 9 tonight, I have to say, winning that. So let us move forward now. The bad news is, of course, the whole point of this was to demonstrate that we can use torches to scare wolves off, but because we backed away and went inside the cave, the torch has actually gone out and it's burnt out, so I can't relight it. So we are actually in a spot of bother here. Do I have anything that I can use to get myself out of this? I think we may have to... We're going to have to fight the wolf. I can't see this ending well. Let's pick some stones up. Let's pick some sticks up. I think the idea was we were meant to throw the... unless we can avoid the wolf. Can we avoid the wolf? Because it was talking about that as well. Where the hell are we meant to go? I don't actually know where we're supposed to be going. Oh, around that way? Can we skirt around the... No, it's seen us. Do I have anything? I've got matches. Do I have... Okay, I can't scare the wolf off with a match. I can't see that working. Can we brave Sir Robin? Let's brave Sir Robin. Brave Sir Robin ran away. I was actually having a conversation about this with one of my colleagues earlier on today. We're the oldest two in the office, which isn't necessarily an accolade. We're the two seniors. We're the older of the group. Everyone else is quite young, and nobody gets that reference. So I'm interested. How many of you guys get that reference? How many of you guys out there, guys and girls out there, get the Brave Sir Robin reference? Because I think we'd be interested to know how many of you actually get that and where it comes from. Okay, so anyway, moving on from that because I am jabbering. Alright. Okay, we're on a road. Perfect. It's a bit overgrown, and we've got two potential directions we can go in, although that one doesn't seem to go very far, although there is a gnarly pointed tree, which does usually mean something. So we have had missions updated though, so let's drop in there. Follow the road, where's it go? And could Astrid have followed it? Follow the road, where's it go? Well, in tradition, I'm going to go the wrong way, because it quite clearly wants me to go that way, so I'm going to go this way. Because I want to have a quick look at what's down here. And I have a feeling the answer is going to be nothing, but I never want to miss a trick. Yeah, the answer is nothing, so let's turn around and go back. Now, time-wise, we are coming up to dusk. The sun is setting, so it'll be interesting to see where we're meant to be spending the night. But you can see now we are a little bit more open, I think. We need to sort some food out as well. In fact, we probably don't need to find food. I need to try and get out of the habit of going in the backpack. It's a hard, difficult habit to break after so many years. I'm going to eat the beef jerky. I know it's got great, but I'm going to eat it. That'll get me going. Just keep the calories up. Yep, I know it's cold. Okay, well, we've got some cars here, so I'm going to drop into these cars. It's kind of an interesting... Take shelters. Cars can serve as shelters, protect you from wind and wildlife. You might even find supplies, which is why I got in here. And that came out quite well. Nothing else in there, nothing in the visors. There's no point even checking the visors. Let's not even bother. Oh my goodness me! Oh, that was deliberate. That was, wasn't it? That was completely deliberate. Oh, what a bad time for me to have problems with my finger. Please don't die. That would absolutely suck. Am I alive? Am I alive? Am I dead? I am alive, but I am apparently almost dead. Oh, the wolf attack now. That animation was far more similar to the bear attack animation. Okay, so bandages stop bleeding, sleep restores condition. That was deliberate. My condition is so low. Let's get inside this vehicle. Right, we need to sort ourselves out very, very quickly. Oh my goodness, folks, I don't think we're... Okay, I'm going to drink soda. I'm working really quickly here. My condition is so low. Okay, I'm going to sleep an hour and just see if I survive. No, we faded into the long dark. Oh my goodness. That did not go well. Well, we can reload the last save, which is a new thing. I'm not used to being able to do that because we've always been in survival sandbox traditionally, and you can't reload save. So I'm going to say reload the last save, and I'm going to confirm. So we're going all the way back to where we started this video, and we're going to have to do it again. Oops, we're going the wrong way. We need to go this way. The torch is actually still lit right now, so I don't know whether the torch might survive long enough for us to come out this cave and go through this bit again. So that is a new element to the game, which I'm not used to being able to do, which is to reload, because traditionally it's permadeath in the long dark. So we are not permadeath. Does that mean we can have a crack at this wolf this time? There we go. Perfect. Now, obviously, I could pick up the carcass there, but I'm not going to. Simply because I'm already carrying some raw meat. I don't want to be carrying it too far. It is very cold, and I now know that I'm probably going to be attacked. Now, that is a slight downside with this sort of part of the game, is that... Oh no! Oh, my torch has gone out. Oh well. This is kind of the equivalent of running out of bullets and throwing the gun. Oh, we're gonna have to fight. Okay, here we go again then. Yeah, we want to puncture. Well, I've selected. Do I actually have to? Goodbye, wolf. I need to check that because I'm not convinced that's actually selecting the weapon of choice there. Okay, I'm going to apply the bandage. Okay, so what other health afflictions have I got? Sprained ankle, sprained wrist. Okay, well, let's just get the heck out of here. Oh, please don't attack me again. That would just not be fair. Yep, I know. I need to take painkillers, really. I don't know if I'm going to have the rose hips, because I think that is natural painkiller, isn't it, if I remember? There we are, yes. That's at least done the ankle, so we can sprint now. But we do still have sprained wrists, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay, the wolf is tippy-toeing, and the wolf is tippy-toeing straight back towards us. Obviously, our condition's already pretty low. Oh, we're not going to survive this. If we go fighting toe-to-toe with that wolf again, we are not going to survive it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I've never been one for using... Oh, no. I've never been one for using decoys. But now seems like a good time to try. I've never really been one for losing decoys, but I'm going to try it. Right, well, what happened there? Oh, did he pick it up? Oh, he picked it up and walked off with it. Well, I do hope I can now just walk straight past him. I've given my offering to the god of wolves. Thank you. Thank you, wolf. Thank you. Let's get out of here quick. Oh, that was a really stupid thing to do.
Not as lost as I thought.
Oh, that was a really stupid thing to do. Now, this is going to be interesting, actually, to see whether the same thing... My blood is still on the floor. Let's get inside the vehicle. I'm just going to be interested to see if the same thing happens. So we're taking shelter. There is a wolf. Wolf is coming up here. I obviously didn't see him last time. And the soda is in the same place. The radio doesn't work. And I'm just going to stay in here. I know there's a wolf out there. There he is. There's our friend. Or not so friend. Who is probably going to stay there by the looks of it. That's a deliberate little ploy on behalf of the Long Dark there to teach us the mechanic of hiding in vehicles from deadly wildlife. But at least we can, I think what we're going to end up doing is sheltering in here now. It feels like -4, we've got an awful lot of injuries. We have actually got an infection risk which I did not realise, so let's sort that out. We've got some antiseptic, so I'm going to use the weakest of the antiseptic. There we go. Apply antiseptic. Okay, let's drink some rosehip tea because that will sort out our sprained ankle. Normally I wouldn't do that. Normally I'd hang fire and wait for natural healing, but I'm honestly not going to risk it at the minute because we're completely in the unknown here. But we've got some good stuff that we're carrying around with us. Now, I just want to do a little bit of housekeeping while I'm trapped in here. So let's turn this into tinder. I am conscious that it's -4 degrees though. That's my only slight worry because it means I can't sleep. I can't sleep in here because it's too cold. Now my normal trick for dealing with that has been in the past to light a fire outside the vehicle. Let me just try though. Let's see. Feels like -5. Bed warmth bonus +3. So we didn't actually freeze to death. Oh no. Yes we did, because it would only have brought us up to -2. Okay, so we can't sleep. I can't sleep in here, it's too cold. But I can't really stay outside either. So I'm a bit stuck, unless I do that trick of lighting a fire. I think I might do that, you know. It's an old trick that I've used in the Long Dark before. Lighting a fire just outside the car, jumping in the car, and then we get the warmth of the fire, but we are still protected by being in the car. So that's going to be the trick I'm going to use. What a start to this video. I wasn't planning on dying. If I'm honest, I was really hoping I could make it through this without dying. That was kind of my goal, but really got totally caught by that wolf there. I need to check the... I've actually got some coal, got a lump of coal. Okay, I'm going to chuck a... I might as well chuck that on there as well, so that's no good to me. That's going to give me 34 minutes. Let's use some of these sticks. Well, that's giving me a 2-hour fire. I don't know how much... Can I cook this? Well, I can cook it. Because I'm okay by this fire. I've only got one piece of venison now, of course, because I threw one down at the foot of the wolf gods. Okay, what's the temperature in here then? Oh, the temperature in here is good. Okay, so food-wise we're now okay. We've got some food. We still have a sprained wrist. I'm hanging fire on the sprained wrist before I go doing anything. So what I'm going to do now is sleep, because I need to get my condition back up. So I'm going to sleep for 2 hours, which I'm hoping will pull my condition back up. Okay, obviously it's still cold in here. Now it feels like -9. Conditions at 24%. We're really hungry. But we're okay warmth-wise at the moment. But of course it is pitch black. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make some progress. I'm really hoping that you guys and girls can see this, because I know what YouTube is like for making videos darker, and I don't often travel at night, and that is one of the reasons why. It actually looks like we can start spreading out a little bit, but ultimately we've still got to cross this bridge. Oh my goodness, why am I starting to feel like this is some sort of horror movie waiting to happen? Let's have a look in these vehicles, see if we find things on the way. Plus, I am kind of thinking it's probably going to be a bit warmer inside the vehicles than it is outside. So it's -11 outside. What's it like inside? -9, so it's only slightly warmer. Oh, there's a candy bar there. Later in the game, we may have to come back out this way. Oh, some matches. Awesome. Let's jump out. We're heading into the town of Milton, which I know is one of the new regions in the game, and it's kind of the main region where the story mode, I believe, is based, and it's where we're going to start meeting NPCs, I suspect, which we still haven't done yet. So I still don't really know what the options are. Again, I have not read anything about story mode. So just to put a little bit of perspective into this, story mode came out on the 1st of August. Today's the 4th of August. I've been trying my best to film videos every day. Unfortunately, it's been proving a little bit challenging, which is why I've been filming at 6:30 every morning. And that means I'm a little bit asleep, and I'm not really awake, and I'm not really alert, and it doesn't really work very well. And it also means that I've not really had the time to dedicate to playing The Long Dark, because I am now back working full-time again. Talking about the backstory as to what's been happening, what's been going on. I was made redundant from my job about 4 or 5 months ago now. Time flies, doesn't it? 5 months ago now, and for 3 months I was at home, and for 2 of those months, or at least 1.5 of those months, I was actually being paid. I was on extended gardening leave, and it meant I could play The Long Dark all the time, and I really got into it, and I really enjoyed it, and I was really getting there. But unfortunately, just as The Long Dark story mode came out, I got a new job, and I went back to work full time again. And it's in another town, so I've got to commute on top of that, and it is slightly longer hours than I was working before. So I'm now leaving very early in the morning, not being a morning person, and getting back later in the evening, then having to do dinner and having to do all of that stuff. And by the time I'm ready to do anything, it's quite late in the day, and I haven't really got the time because there's other things that I've got to do, family stuff and all that kind of thing. So I've gone from having loads of free time, being able to do loads and loads of videos, to having absolutely no free time whatsoever, and just not being able to do anything. And it's really, I would say it's frustrating. It is frustrating because I love playing these games and I love making these videos, and I really, I really enjoy getting into it, and I hope that you enjoy these as much as I enjoy making them. Get back in the car, there's a wolf coming. Yeah, it's finding the time to do it now. That's the little bit of rambling backstory. As you can tell, I'm trying to fill time here as we are completely stranded at the moment in the middle of the night, stuck in a van with a wolf wandering about. And we are likely to freeze to death, so it's going well at the moment for a tutorial bit of Wintermute. Okay, let's get back to Wintermute then. Let's stop my ramblings. Excuse me. Okay, so following the road, we're trying to get into the village. We've not unlocked any NPCs. We have a little bit of knowledge. It's all about actions. If we go down here, we can select it. First aid, study your treatments and learn to triage. There are many ways to die in the wilderness, which is positive outlook. Controls, preparation, self-control are vital to your survival. Check your controls menu to ensure how to do anything. Fire, use campfire option in the radio menu. Status is the only one. So bring up quick stats, all the radio menu, get a preview of current condition, as well as information about all that kind of stuff. Crows, raw meat, old man's beard, vehicles, bandages, all that kind of stuff we all know. Collectibles, there's 2 things we've collected. We have the case that Astrid had with her. It is unopenable, we can't open it, we have no idea what it is. It's part of the story, and we also have a note which we found on a discarded backpack. It's signed Alice. I suspect we're going to come across Alice at some point, dead or alive, hopefully alive. So that would be rather nice. We don't have any maps yet, and we haven't been able to make any, so I assume we're not going to be able to do that until it lets us. And we are a little bit stuck at the moment, because if I try and sleep, I am going to freeze to death. Maybe I might be able to manage it for an hour. Let's just try it for an hour. If I can manage it for an hour, we'll be alright. Because it'll just kill a bit of time. Okay, now we are starting to freeze. Well, we can eat... Oh, yeah. I've got 2 bits of cooked venison. Okay, I didn't realise that. Okay, I'm going to eat that one then. So that sorted that out. And let's drink. We don't have very much water, but we'll drink what we have got. Okay, so I am hoping when I jump out of this, that wolf that was wandering about will have gone. Because I really want to get moving. Because it's kind of... Okay, I think what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to light another fire here. Try and make it a little bit longer and get through to morning. What kind of time are we? Okay, let's do this really quickly because we can hear wolves. I don't actually have a bedroll. I've just noticed as well, I don't have a bedroll. Normally when you start the Long Dark in survival mode, you start with a bedroll. But we don't have a bedroll, so I can't bed down wherever. I can only sleep in cars at the moment, so that's an interesting little note as well. Okay, our hypothermia risk has healed, which is interesting because we haven't actually lit the fire yet, so that's good. So that is helpful. So even if it fails, we might actually get a little bit from it. I'm going to have to use that bit of cedar. I didn't want to, but I'm going to have to. And let's chuck a load of sticks on. So I've now got another 2-hour fire. Oh, that's not good. Hopefully I can enter the vehicle without setting myself on fire. We joke, but I have done that before now. Okay, so now I can sleep. I know I can sleep for 2 hours. So let's sleep for 2 hours. It is pretty much the middle of the night as it stands at the moment. So as we come through to morning, fire's still going. Okay. Well, I don't want to jump out the car because I think it's going to put me in the middle of the fire, but at least we know we've still got some warmth going on here. Okay, so we didn't find anything in there, so let's come out of that. Oh, can I have the air freshener? Apparently not. I can exit the vehicle on the other side. Basically, I'm trying to, at this point, I'm just trying to get through till morning. So we are now slowly being cut loose. We are now on our own. Let's just sleep for another hour, see if we get through this. Oh, the fire's gone. But hopefully we won't hit freezing before we wake up. No, we're okay. Obviously, it's cold. Temperature is -11. Okay, so we're progressing forward to the morning. I really just want to get moving. Because I'm kind of a bit stuck. I can't easily go anywhere. I really am a bit stuck here. Because if I sleep for an hour, I'm going to drop to hypothermia. But we're not quite at sunrise yet, so I can't really see. It's quite dark. I'm a little bit... have I got anything that I can do that'll just pass a little bit of time? Is there any crafting or anything that I can be doing? No forged blueprints. I've got. Can I prepare some rose hips? Because this allows us to do this in shorter bursts of time, which will hopefully just let us get a little bit closer. Do I have what I need to make a torch? No, I don't have enough sticks. Do I have what I need to make an old man's beard wound dressing? Yes, I do. So let's make one. It's all useful stuff to be doing. We're not wasting time here. It's all useful stuff to be doing. What? Do I have? Oh, I've got sticks. I can make sticks, can't I? I can use sticks to make tinderbugs, can't I? But I don't need to because I've got plenty. Plenty of matches. Oh, loads of matches. Okay, so we've now got some prepared rose hips that we can now turn into rose hip tea at our next available opportunity. I've got no additional clothing that I'm not already wearing apart from those mittens, which I think we possibly need to put on. We don't want to lose any opportunities to keep ourselves warm. Okay, we're not in too bad shape. Condition is a bit low. If I encounter a wolf right now, we are in trouble. So I'm trying not to. This is kind of how it is in the very kind of beginning of some Long Dark playthroughs, where you just have to keep yourself going through the first couple of... This is actually, I think, am I right in saying this is the first night that we've had to survive in the Long Dark on our own, because it skipped through most of the others. If it's not our first, it's only our second, and we've got no resources. Okay, feels like -11 in here, which means it's a lot colder outside. I know, it's really cold, but I really want to get myself moving fairly soon. I don't want to... Can I bet you I can't pick up charcoal. No. Because the weather is real... Excuse me. Okay, I think we're going to have to try and get moving. I'm probably going to regret this, aren't I? I'm going to regret this. But we're going to have to... We can't sit still in a car all day. We're going to have to do something. So let's get moving. One of the world famous gnarly trees. Yep, I know we're at hypothermia risk. If we see... Obviously it's dark and I can't see very well, but if I see any sticks, I need those. I'm following the world famous gnarly trees. There's another car here, so let's jump inside. So at least that gets us slightly out of the cold for, whoops, a few seconds, because I accidentally exited on the other side of it. Okay, well let's keep going then. I'm going to take a chance here, because ultimately it's really cold wherever we happen to be, whether we're inside or outside. Feels like -30, flipping heck. Okay. Well, we're heading into whiteout territory here, but there's not really a fat lot we can do. I mean, let's be honest, I am a pretty experienced Long Dark player, but this is a tricky start that we've got going on here, and it's about to get worse. Okay, you can probably guess what I'm doing. I'm heading back to the car. I do this. If you've seen any of my other videos, I do this. I push forward when I probably really shouldn't. I heard wolf steps, by the way, if anybody just did, in case you didn't hear that. I heard a wolf. I push forward when I probably really shouldn't. And I end up landing myself in all sorts of trouble. So I think what I'm going to do... I'm going to stay in here. I'm going to try and get through to the morning in here. What's the temperature in here like? -17. Ultimately, we're going to last longer in here than we are outside. But my aim was to try and get somewhere properly indoors, but there doesn't seem to be anywhere. Obviously pitch black as well, which doesn't help. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do then, I'm going to stay put, I'm going to stay here in this car until tomorrow morning, and I'm hoping that as it starts to get light, we'll be able to see where we're going, and we can get ourselves moving forward again, or at least we can get a fire lit, because I am running out of fire materials to get a good long fire going. I didn't want to use everything that I had. I suppose I could have chucked that lump of coal on there, and that would have done quite well, but I'm a bit worried about using all of my fire materials up, because I don't know what I'm going to find or not find. But I can't imagine we're too far from Milton the town, so hopefully we can get there, and then we'll start meeting NPCs, we'll find buildings, and then we'll be able to get ourselves sorted and get ourselves going properly. But for now, it is the end of video number 3 in our Wintermute series. So far, so calm, apart from that wolf attack. That was a bit of a less than brilliant start to our Wintermute playthrough, I have to be honest. We've been attacked by a wolf in the 3rd video and we've died already, but we are hopefully going to do slightly better than that. Although, to be honest, it's not looking that great. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again very, very soon for video number 4 as we go into Wintermute. I shall see you again very soon.